Welcome to Inside the MBL. I'm your host, P Money. On today's show, we have Bayou of the Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champion. Let's get started with our exclusive interview with the champ. Talk to me about what it was like to win the Super Bowl last year in MBL Season 7.
It was definitely a challenge, man. That AFC West that I'm in is brutal. Backley actually learned how to play Madden this year, it seems like, and then Freddie's always tough. His defense is tough. He uses that D-line like probably one of the best in the league at doing it. So it was tough to get there, and of course, I had to go through, I think I was the 5th or 6th seed, I can't remember, so I had to go through all the top guys in the AFC, and then of course to play the Niners in the Super Bowl. It was very challenging. It was fun though.
Do you think you can pull off a repeat in Season 8?
I think I've got a chance. I mean, there's always a chance. Anybody can win on any given, day. The Chiefs this year they don't seem to be playing like they played last year. I'm giving up a ton of points off of, non-offensive touchdowns. So I think I've thrown the most pick sixes this year. It seems like every interception I throw, just nobody wants to tackle the guy. Or I've had a couple fumbles returned for touchdowns, and then a couple kick returns turned for touchdowns. So I've given up a ton of points, but not necessarily my defense is doing it. So it was good to play Backley and come off a win on the road, and then I played Saluki right after that, played the Niners again, and my defense played really well, and I limited my turnovers, come out with the win there. So that was 2 tough games in a row that I was on the road that I was real happy to come off with a win. I got a couple of games coming up that'll be at home, so I'm curious to see how my team's going to play at home. Hopefully I can go into the playoffs with a 4-game win streak. That should help the confidence of my team.
Who's the top player standing in your way this season?
Freddie, if he makes it, of course. I think my game and his game for the past 2 seasons has never been more than about a 4-point game. So if he makes it and I have to play him, I would probably have to say Freddie. But Sonny always plays me tough. I've only played VIII, if he makes it, once. Todd, even though he scores a lot of points, I don't think he's beaten me in like 4 seasons. So I would have to go with Freddie and then probably Sonny after that as far as my toughest obstacles.
Before we officially started the interview, I wanted to ask Bayou what made Madden Bombers League so special to him.
People playing their games and guys being sim, but MBL takes the cake as far as, you got the Twitter, you got you on the video stuff, and then Bomber stays active. And so far, there's only 1 or 2, maybe 3 guys in the league that really don't stay in chat active, but they play all the games. So MBL, by far, as far as what I've been a part of, has been probably the best league I've been in. So it's real fun to, say I have won a Super Bowl out of this league, because as competitive as it is, I mean, you look at the AFC South, I mean, any one of those 4 teams could have easily won that division. Then you got the AFC North, and all 4 of those guys are super tough. So you got 3 or 4 divisions that any of one of those guys could win a Super Bowl, hands down. I mean, I still think probably Lip is the toughest guy in this league as far as playing. I know he hasn't won a Super Bowl. I don't know last year he made the playoffs, but I've played him a couple times, and both times were just super tough. So I got to give Lip some shout out, because I really think he's probably the best guy in this league.
I would like to thank Bayou, the defending Super Bowl champion from MBL Season 7, for sitting down and discussing his thoughts on the current season, the playoffs, and around the league. Now, let's take a look at the top 10 plays from the last week.
Takes it from the gun. Throws to the right. That's an interception.
And that's this week's Top 10 Plays, sponsored by the Minnesota Vikings and owner Tom Monteith. This week, the NCAA kicked off March Madness. In MBL, we currently have the Tournament Challenge going on. After the first weekend, Mr. October is currently in the lead for the Xbox Live gift cards. We would like to thank Entrain for setting up the Tournament Challenge. Recently, Xbox released an update. Within the update is the ability to do screenshots. It's pretty simple. If you have a Kinect, you just say Xbox, take a screenshot. Or if you're like me and don't have a Kinect, you basically just tap the big Xbox home button on the joystick or controller for Bomber, and you hit Y, which will then save the screenshot. I have attached some of our best screenshots that I've seen so far posted within our GroupMe app or on Twitter. Hopefully all the owners will start using this feature. I think it's pretty cool and adds a lot of excitement to the league. This concludes this week's episode of Inside the MBL. We'll be back for the final season review of Season 8 next week.